For me, it's easiest to compare AI to electrification. There's the world before electricity and the world after electricity. And I think AI is like that. It changes everything, every pillar of society. So the economic pillar, the political pillar, and the social pillar. And democracy depends on how each of those pillars is arranged. So will AI impact democracy? It will for sure, mainly because it's completely transforming everything, the economy, the governance, etc. People have to make decisions about whether or not we steer through those transformations and reinforce democratic processes while we do, or if the way we steer through undermines democratic processes. So I think that's the question on the table right now. I think actually we're watching that in the US. Right now, we are seeing an impact of AI, which is undermining democratic processes as technologists take control out of the hands of the people. So I think that's the challenge we're facing. I think, first of all, there's just learning. So I think it's less a matter of misconceptions and more a matter of insufficient knowledge base, that the scientific community and the policymaking community have been too far apart from each other. And we need more people who can be bridge builders and who can carry that knowledge back and forth. So I think people either really overestimate the power of AI or they really underestimate its importance. They think it's just a tool for doing ChatGPT and getting a little bit more information or something like that. They don't really understand how it will comprehensively rewire all human processes. I think most important lesson from the use case of the data, the algorithms used for judicial decision making and policing is that biased data in your original data pool that you use to train the algorithm generates bias in the algorithms themselves. So it means obviously we have to be a lot more attentive to the data pool and the data preparation as a part of model training. I think the really important thing is that there's an ethics of design and an ethics of deployment. And we can't rely on either one separately. They have to both be activated. So ethics of design is about that question of data curation, how you think about that. It's also honestly about the science of prediction. So the science of prediction itself carries certain kinds of biases into the work. And I think there's research needed actually for improved science of prediction. So there's the wonderful transparency index out of Stanford now, which I think is very helpful. And it's got many different indicators. Currently, companies are only being asked to self-report in relationship to those indicators. But to have an independent third-party civil society auditor that is tracking those indicators and then building research capacity to actually verify them, that seems to me an absolutely necessary thing. So I don't think we have the tools for successful and ethical AI deployment unless we combine the resources of the nonprofit, mission-driven civil society space with the private sector, with the public sector. It's going to require collaboration across all three of those elements of human effort.